Jen, here we are. We're at the old Kalahari National Park.
Whoa!
This place has really captured my heart.
Oh wow! It's the complete paradox of the Kruger. It's a desert. Just so excited. Ladies and gents, I've arrived at Twee Revieren and I got a really cool booklet, color foldable map. This is your permit that you hand in when you go out, and then you hand it in when you come back so that they know that you are safe. And then just a camp map. I'm already remembering this place like it was yesterday, and how I made the video last time. I remember the shots I took. I remember the things I explored. Wow. Let's go check the rooms out. 28. Let's do this. This is amazing. Oh my god. Heaven. Feels like I'm on. Like I've never been to the Kruger, or I've never been to the Kgalagadi. Like for me, I go to the Kruger so much that coming here is quite special, because I don't come here as much, but I know it's got the potential that Kruger does. You can see so many wonderful things in this place. It's the complete paradox of the Kruger. It's a desert. It's really wild, and there are animals you get here that you don't get in the Kruger, like Brown Hyena and Caracal. Just so excited. I'm so excited, and it took so long to get here. But it was so worth it. It's so worth it, because every day, 400, 500 kilometers. Today was 250, but it took over 3 hours. It's so worth it to be here and experience this again. So special. So there is a shop here, and it's probably the biggest of all the shops. It's got everything from mosquito repellent to dishwashing stuff to soap. There's food, there's naps. I'm sure you will find whatever your heart desires. There are 2 different types of rooms here. I'm in an FA3, and then there is units that are, I think, are 4 sleepers, bigger ones, like cottages. I think I'm actually gonna go buy some wood and make a fire tonight, because I'm not going for a game drive.
Oh my god. Alright. Change. The sun is going down. There's the sun. I've got the big camera. I've got the vlog camera. There we go. This is why I have to be in shape. If you're not in shape, you're gonna struggle in sand like this.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
You're gonna struggle.
So this is Mikasa. This is what's a CH2. It's actually really quaint and cute. Beds, cupboard with extra pillow. There's a fan, little stoop, little working makeup table, mirror, dining room table, bathroom.
The hide is straight in front of the shop and the reception, and brown hyena often come to drink at this hide during the night time. So if you're interested in that, then that's definitely an option. And then if you come into the camp, to the right of the camp, if you're looking at the shop, you've got a whole row of chalets that look like 4 sleepers, if I'm not mistaken. Probably quite expensive, 2,000-3,000 rand a night, but they're on the fence, which means that any animals that come to drink, you might see them. I am in 10C, which is right next to these fence line chalet. Hey, squirrel. Hello. Hello, squirrel. We're at Noosob, and I was speaking to some campers, and they're telling me that the temperature gets to -3 in the morning, and it is definitely 35 right now. You cannot believe how insanely hot it gets here and how insanely cold it gets here. Right now, the ground is screaming under the scorching sun. It is beating down, it is belting down. The trees and the grass and the ground are just screaming for some water. That would be exciting. Ladies and gents, I'm thinking of going on a sunset drive this afternoon and not doing a drive myself due to the fact that I enjoy driving after it's dark. I think it might be quite valuable, so we'll have a look. I'm gonna go there at 4 o'clock and tell them, but I'm gonna go grab my swimming pants now and go jump in that pool.
This is a fresh marking spot. This is a female, so they've got very, very good olfactory senses, much better than ours.
How long will the scent stay for?
There's no rain, can be for a month or so.
Sure.
When a bushman person finds the ostrich egg, that is very, very special, very valuable, because it's water. They can store water in that. First they will use a little stone, glue it to the end of a stick, and then start to grind it through, make a smooth hole in it. So we'll take this one, push it through that hole, and start to beat it inside the egg. Beat it. There will be a little bit of air coming in, and they will break that cohesion force. And then in the coals. They've got scrambled eggs on the coals. What a nice breakfast. And then after about a month, they take something like this, push it through, and start to clean the egg. Then they will put water in it, use beeswax, and they first put the nice tight fit stick in there, and use beeswax and clay, fine clay, sand. Mix it and then seal it nicely. Well done. Nice water bottle.
All right, ladies and gents, good morning. Good morning. Last night we saw a leopard. Oh my soul. We saw a leopard on the sunset drive. We spent like a good 20 minutes with this leopard. She was walking next to the road. Now we're out this morning. I must tell you, I really like it out here that it's 6:30 start. Because of the fact that it's a 6:30 start, man, I'm really feeling good. We're on the go. Maybe this morning we see an African wildcat, honey badger. Oh, you know what? I'm just surrendering. The universe is incredible. The universe has blessed me with so many wonderful things. Namaste. Siyabonga Gakulu. And here in South Africa we say Siyabonga Gakulu means thank you very much. Okay, let me focus on animals now. Much love. Let's have a...
Nice.
That's great.
Hello, I'm at the picnic site south of Noosob. It took me 2.5 hours to get here with 2 sightings. So it's called Bitterpan, and there is a watering hole for Bitterpan 2 kilometers north.
So as you're coming from Noosob, 2 kilometers south, north of this picnic site, it's amazing. It's a nice picnic site. And also there's another one called Shitakele or Shikala, something like that. And they're leopard and lion, very, very, very good for leopard and lion. It's a beautiful, beautiful watering hole. And then also just south of this Dikbart Skulk picnic site, the picnic site, there is a little watering patch over there. I can see it. It's just like 150 meters. These picnic sites, top tip, they are not manned by anybody. So they are completely wild, completely exposed to the elements. Have a 360 swivel on your head and just watch everywhere, especially if you're alone. It's quiet. Something could easily walk through here. So definitely have your head on a swivel and make sure that you are focusing on the surroundings, because it could be anything. There is a whole bunch of birds here. Sociable weavers, do not feed them. There's also yellow mongoose, do not feed them. And then I saw there's starlings, and there is crimson-breasted shark. I love crimson-breasted shark, they're beautiful. Willpower is not a limited resource. You just have to program yourself. Started programming myself an hour before I got to camp, and I said, I'm going to gym. I feel so good. Wow, this is the perfect life. Eating good, going to bed early, waking up early, looking for animals. Hello, beautiful. Hello, kitty. Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. It is now 0432. How cool is that for a time? I'm about to go for an afternoon drive. In the afternoon it's been quite difficult due to the fact that it's actually kind of the hottest time of the day. It's like the sun goes down unwillingly in this place. It's very hot. My campsite is here. This is my second night tonight. This morning was still until I saw 2 giraffes fighting. And eventually on the second one he got flipped over onto his bum, and then the other one hit him with his neck and he fell over. He was laying there for about, it seemed like forever, but it was probably 2 minutes, and it was super interesting to just see how giraffe really fight, like a proper fight. They're holding back. Insane to see that
what nature is about. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to capture. So it is my last night here at Mata camping. This will be my third night. Yesterday was not as cold as the first night, but this morning was 6 degrees, and those lions were just out of this world. I positioned myself on the no entry road where the male was walking, and he literally walked straight at me. There is something very special about knowing animals. Like, I know them so well. I've spent so much time with them. I think like an animal. I'm like an animal psychologist, an animal behaviorist. So that, in combination with knowing how to drive, allows me to get into a position that is optimal for photography and videography, and optimal just from a general sense of game viewing. They were looking at me, the sun was in the best place, and that is the trick. That is the key, is that you can find these animals, but how are you seeing them that allows you to view those animals optimally. We have found the 7 lions from this morning. How amazing is this? And this is the benefit of coming on a sunset drive. Number one, we're on a no entry road, which the lions were actually on this morning. So if you were on a morning drive, it would have been an amazing sight. Number two, we can stay after the gate closes. So we have the dark time to be driving around, which means that there's more opportunity for these lions to start moving around. They're already starting to get active. We've got 5 or 6 females here, and then there's a male under that tree over there and a female next to him. It's amazing. Can't wait to see what they do.
Morning, ladies and gents. So it is a great day. You know why it's a great day? Because it's overcast. It was warmer this morning. I did yoga outside, so I loved it. I just love change, because I feel like change in the environment and the weather is an opportunity to change oneself's behavior and oneself's attitude. I think attitude is a choice, and we get to choose our attitude. We get to choose the way we live. We get to choose our
Oh my gosh, there's something at this watering hole and I'm wondering if it's lion or if it's cheetah, but it's good. Guys, we found something.
So I packed up and I'm moving to the Kalahari tented camp now. What a wonderful experience with Mata. And this is my slam dunk takeaway. When I got there, everyone was a little bit on the pessimistic side. They were like, there's no animals here, the fire has caused a lot of damage and it's made it difficult to find the predators. And you know, in the first day it was quiet, and the second day it got better, there were lions, and then the third day today, went out, I found lion, I found cheetah, found brown hyena, and I found a honey badger. So totally worth it.
Hello, I am here, but I am not here.
Nighttime! Daytime! Nighttime!
Welcome to the Kalahari tented camp. So this is 4 kilometers from Mata. It is a really nice place if you want something close to Twee Revieren, but private. I'm not too sure exactly how many tents there are here, but it is definitely more exclusive than your Mata, your Noosob or your Twee Revieren. There are other ones that are very similar in terms of exclusivity, privateness, but I think Kalahari tented camp is, yes, it is the only tented camp in the whole of the park. This is a very unique place to come and stay. And I'm going to be showing you the pool now. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that is amazing! Oh my soul. That's what I needed. Wow! It's so cold! It's so surprisingly cold!
Good morning, ladies and gents. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. I have gotten back from my morning drive. There was a lot of general game, giraffe.
What's up, Doc?
I had a crow land on the car. I saw 4 hartebeest. That was quite cool. It's very cool to see like how the animals move and shift, and like I constantly have conversations with other people about, you know, where the lions were, where they moved, the tracks on the road. We're always constantly looking at the tracks on the road and trying to decipher where these animals were and where they are going. It's quite fun. It's actually really fun. So today there has been gemsbok drinking, then some springbok came to drink at lunchtime. They've been lying in the sun for like 3 hours. How amazing is this? This is why these private camps with watering holes are so worthwhile. Good morning! morning, here we go. Last morning at Kalahari tented camp. There goes the first 2 cars over there. So there's a queue. You get here before 6:30 or whenever the gates open. If you're the first, then you get your permit first and you go out first. I'm gonna let them go, let the dust settle, because I'm going all the way around to Noosob, then to Bitterpan, because it is a one-way. So if you stay at Mata, you cannot get to Bitterpan from this side. You have to go all the way around. So I'm gonna go all the way around, half a day's drive, probably I think 150 kilometers, 170 kilometers maybe, actually a little bit closer. I'm really excited, so let's do this, guys. I'm super excited. No expectations, just a great day out in the park, and I'm gonna try and film birds and all the general stuff. And I also want to get to Bitterpan at midday so that I can just sit there, relax, have a fire and enjoy the beautiful accommodation, because they actually were renovating it and it's open today for the first time in I don't know how long, but it sounds like quite a while. So I'm really excited. And it's a reed hut, and there was a gemsbok just here. So much stuff going on. So here we go, let's go. Gosh, check the premium campsites. Wow. So you come to the back of the camp, they've got to open the gate for you, and then it's 54 kilometers from there to Bitterpan. Let's go! It's rock and roll, baby! Guys, if you have a car that weighs 1.5 to 2 ton, then I think you must make your tire pressure 1.2, 1.1. And you've got to be very careful going up the dunes. My strategy is I go into it in third, and if I run out of power, I go into second, but I go into it with optimal power of third. So that's usually about 30-35 kilometers an hour, and I will let go of the accelerator and I'll just hold it just enough to give it momentum, just to hold that third gear. So basically at like 1,000 rev or just over 1,000 rev, and what happens is when you hit that dune, it absorbs that momentum, that 30 or 35, it absorbs it slows you down, and your residual foot pressure on the thing at 1.1 or 1.2 revs just pulls you through that sand very easily and very nicely. My car can rev very low in a third gear, but if you have a car that doesn't rev low in a third gear, then second gear would be optimal. If it's very deep and bumpy, then I go to second, and there's some places where it's very uneven and I'm actually getting shook about a little bit. That's where I have to go to second, because it's just shaking me too much and I have to slow the car right down. That's my only chance, or that's kind of only when I could get stuck. So I'm trying to avoid that. I've got high 4 on and I've got diff locks on. This is definitely, out of 5 being the hardest sand driving, this is a 4 out of 5. So if you are not capable, competent, and you have not done sand driving before, do not do this. You will get stuck. The dune road that goes from Mata, from Kamkar picnic site to the other picnic site on the other side, Dorenshoek, it is ridiculously bad. If you have a caravan, if you have a camper van, just be warned, because if you go more, I found that the sweet spot was around about 25 to 30 k's an hour in third. That's the sweet spot if you don't want to break something. If you want to go 40 to 50 kilometers an hour in fourth, you are going to break something, especially as you go over the little hills. And I just think it's shocking, because it just seems like sand parks, Kgalagadi, are not grading their roads, they're not maintaining the roads, and they should be, because we pay a lot of money to come here, and this park is full all the time. Like, it takes, you have to book 8 months to 12 months in advance. You have to book 8 to 12 months in advance to get place here, and yet the roads are so shocking. Some people have actually left and gone into Namibia because the roads are so shocking. And I have arrived at Bitterpan. This is amazing.
think it was less than 54 kilometers from Noosob actually. The first 26 kilometers were extremely sandy and bumpy. The last 28 kilometers was not that bad. It was actually quite straight and quite smooth, which really is like a little slice of nowhereness. There's a huge salt pan and there's a watering hole. Heaven is definitely attainable from this location. This place was closed for 2 weeks and they reopened it today. So there are 4 basically wood canvassed chalets, and each one of them is full. So there are 4 different groups of people here. It's amazing. It's very, very cool. There's a communal kitchen, there is a communal bra, and then there is a bra place at each of the rooms. Good morning, ladies and gents. From the top of the dunes, I've called it the Savannah Dune Land because it is spectacular up here. From Noosob to Bitterpan is a unique landscape, but for me, I really do like the Bitterpan to Kgalagadi. It's like very much small dunes and just grassland on top of dunes, and it's just spectacular. Good trees. I've seen steenbok, I've seen ostrich, gemsbok. What a spectacular place. The sun though, when it's set, is belting on the front side of the chalets and the common area. So if you go there in summer, just be warned, it's going to be extremely hot. The landscape and the scenery has been out of this world. I have felt like the only human being on earth, and I have felt so close to God. Like I feel like I'm in some sort of a heaven, and it is spectacular. And I think Bitterpan will definitely be in my itinerary going forward. It is a must visit place, and it truly is a slice of the wild and a slice of heaven and real true nature. So I'm going to carry on now, go fetch my trailer at Mata, hitch the trailer up, and then go down to Twee Revieren. See you when I get to Twee Revieren. Much love. Have a beautiful day. Hello ladies and gents, I am at Kumqua picnic site, which is about 56 kilometers from Mata. It's the first picnic site that you have coming from Mata. It'll take you 2 to 3 hours. There is tables here, there is a bra place. It is a good place to stop if you're coming also from Noosob side. There is another picnic site closer to Noosob. Please be wary of the fact that there are birds here. Yesterday there was a honey badger here, there could be yellow mongoose, there could be any sorts of predators that come through here, especially early in the morning, late in the afternoon. So be wary, be vigilant. Situational awareness is your #1 best friend. Always be looking around, always be conscious, because it's not just about safety, it's also about like viewing. You're on foot here in the picnic site and something could walk past, even if it's on the ridge over there, and you get to see it. So that's very cool. Yesterday I was standing right here and there was a honey badger right there. It was so cool. Hello from Twee Revieren, Kgalagadi. The first rains of the season are falling upon me right now. We've got the pins here. Oh my soul. And
rejuvenating my soul.
This is so cool! Woo! Rain, okay, no, my camera needs to get out of the rain. Oh my word.
It's raining in the Kalahari. And now, it's raining in the Kalahari. Woohoo! I'm alive. Middle of nature, on Heritage Weekend in South Africa, and it's raining. The first rains of the summer. Look at this. The first rains of the summer. The vegetation needs this so badly. The animals, honestly, not just the animals, but the ground itself, the foundational nutrients within the soil, there is none. It is so dry, it is so sparse, and this rain is honestly just going to bring so much life. My favorite thing about a storm is that wind, that build up, then the calm, then the rain, and the smell. The smell of fresh, warm ground. It's basically like water and ground mixing, and it creates this very unique smell. I think that's thunder. The Kalahari, the Kgalagadi, is known for its insane, incredible, awesome, amazing, epic, ridiculous thunderstorms. And the lightning that can be produced from this, wow. Like, there are some really famous pictures of the lightning that can happen because of the insane environment that this creates with the dust, with the sand, with the heat and the cold. Just provides the most ridiculous thunderstorms and lightning strikes. The reason I've got the camera is probably not in focus, but there are lion tracks right here by the gate. So I'm the first car, which is epic. Morning, ladies and gents. This is Milk Flay picnic site, and it is literally an open picnic site with tables and wooden roofs, and anything can walk through here. I heard yesterday via the grapevine that a cheetah walked through here, and people just went just gobbled their food up and then went after this cheetah. So just be very careful. Literally anything can come through here. When I came through here about a week ago, there were lions very, very close by. There's a bathroom, and this is probably one of the best picnic spots to stop on your way through to Noosob. Okay, welcome back to Noosob, and if you are looking for a bit of a private stand, I would highly suggest you get to Noosob early, between 1 and 2, maybe even earlier than that if you're willing to wait, and come to the corner. So if you come to the camping site, all the way to the corner to the back left, there's boards all over this place that say no camping, and there's also a big thing that says emergency fire bucket. So in this corner here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 campsites that are on the fence facing the reserve, and they are very, very private and actually really beautiful. So I think that is your best option if you want something private and a little bit more exclusive. Really amazing, all on the fence line, totally the best campsites. There is one though, not number one, but there is one that is the best. It is the most private, the best view, and I'm going to save that for Patreon. So if you want to know, sign up for my Patreon, or you can go into YouTube membership and sign up there, and whatever tier you join, you will get these types of updates. Where the best picnic spots are, where's the best place to buy fuel or food, where's the best campsite, how do you save money with shops and fuel and all of this stuff. You really, really are helping yourself out. So go do that, because this campsite is amazing. This picnic site, Archeluni, is a historical site. So there is a well that was dug here by hand, and then there's a museum behind me, and this museum is the old farmhouse. So this was one of the first farmhouses to ever be built way back in the 1800s, and basically what happened is that this area was still under German control because it was part of Namibia. It was split up into different farms or different plots, and each farm or plot was given to different family members under one condition. The condition was that they look after the borehole and they could stay rent free. So very, very interesting. Back in those days, the German army and the Hinterlanders were the people, inhabitants of the area, and basically they were trading constantly, the German soldiers and the Hinterlanders, and most of your descendants from this area are either Bushman descendants or of German descent, and this was actually all part of German control back in those days. 1931 is when the Kgalagadi became a national park and a Transfrontier park. In 2000 it became a Transfrontier park. I just need to check that. Quite recently it became a Transfrontier park where they connected the board, the whole thing with Botswana, but in 1931 is when it became a national park for South Africa. So this is the outside cooking area, basically what we would call a boma or a braai now. They had a great view to see if there was any intruders coming, because obviously that direction there would be Namibia, that direction there would be Botswana. So this was South Africa back in the day, that was Namibia. This was Namibia where we are now, but that would have been the coast, and that was probably where the danger came from. This is where they were working on all their tools and making things and creating things. You see they actually have a vice grip here, probably from back in the day, because it's made out of pure iron and it has not weathered. History is really important. There's a lot that we can learn from looking back. Yes, times have changed and things are different, but the way people operate and the way people work has not really changed. We are who we are. You know, we in a way we are programmed, but I think there is a lot to learn, and that's how we can get better and grow. And I also think that
you know, these people back in the day were inventing things like tools and stuff and using equipment that was very basic. So how did they do all these crazy things that we do now? We used to walk these lands or use horses or use ox wagons. So, you know, things were just a lot harder back then. There's a lot to learn from those principles and the tenacity that they showed to survive in these environments. Like, look at these brick huts. They're amazing. Probably all built by hand, and you know, back then this was the castle. This was the place to live. Yeah, there we go.
See more cheetahs during full moon, then, especially in the Mata section. Then, yeah.
Hello ladies and gents, well actually goodbye, cannot wait to come back. I am happy to be leaving because I have accomplished everything that I came here to do. Brown hyena, leopard, honey badgers, Kalahari male lions, and dum roll please, the caracal. How insane was that? We saw a caracal. After coming back here and camping, I decided to go from camping back to Noosob and come back to Twee Revieren, so I put extra 3 nights. I booked it while I was in the park. The reason I did this was because I felt like there was something left. I had unfinished business there, that's why I had the same room, and I went all the way to Union's End and back again, saw the most amazing bat-eared fox. That was a phenomenal experience to see them like walking in the river, dig, listen, look, walk. It was insane. Like I've dreamt about this, you know, growing up watching nature documentaries. I've dreamt about watching these animals, learning about these animals, filming these animals, and I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for watching. I highly suggest that you watch this video, because this video is going to give you all the foundational understanding to how I got here, and also what it was like to plan and prepare for this trip. So this video right here, you really need to go watch it. It's definitely worth it. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps with the algorithm and also helps other people out there. My mission when I'm doing these videos is to guide you anywhere in the world and give you a better nature experience.